So this year, I'm 29 years old. Despite me having a very long time working here outside of my country, I only realized something recently. Friends doesn't last forever. When you did something wrong just one bit, people will just think that you are the wrong person forever, even though you changed. One thing you have to know from me is that I have been in the fandom for more than 5 years at this point. For these years, a lot of things are going through my life. There's this uphill, downhill of real life challenges that happened to me. The recent one was me being brainwashed by some community, basically just selling a dream that will not exist. To be really simple, I was in this company that basically sells a very unrealistic dream that I was so-called being fell for. But me as a furry that loves to help people, I don't think about the fact that you can earn a lot of money down the line. I was thought of, hey, this is a very good platform. I know these product could help them, but eventually, because of how this company strategize and market the products, looks very scammy, just like this triangle thing, if you know what I mean. Hence, I am still blacklisted or so-called considered a red flag in the Singapore furry community. It all started 2 years ago. I miraculously met this uncle just by calling an e-hailing ride. During that time, I was buying something through IKEA and I was in need of a vehicle. As this table, I supposedly need to bring it home, but it was too heavy. So hence, I called an e-hailing ride and I met this person. So this person was talking to me in the car, like, just a normal conversation, just saying hi, get to know each other in this short trip. And what happened was the next thing he asked me was, do you want to build a business or do you want to earn money? Well, technically that time I was building some foundation of business, especially I was a person that likes to build PCs. He told me to save his contact, get along each other, and he basically asked me to meet up with him in one of the coffee shops nearby. I didn't question much about it. I just go along with it, and when we met, he was with his daughter. What they did was basically doing some sort of procedure about explaining to me what I can do, what I need to do to so-called get into this, and I have to eat a certain product that to make sure the product works, I have to consume the product first, which I think this is a very fair judgment, especially on foods. But the thing was so expensive, I couldn't afford it at all. And with that, fast forward 3 months, they still doing this like a follow-up, chatting. Eventually, they kind of like pressure me a bit, buy the things, and it's not really cheap. It's definitely more than $1,000 for this whole package of 3 months. They say will help with general health, will help with basically losing my weight and be healthier, which in that time, I do put a few pounds in because of stress, life changes, and I took it. I have the positive effects, I do lose weight, and this is where they start to bring me to so-called their system. I will just make the very simple gibbons of it. Pretty much it's a system where they build people, they recruit people, they bring in new people, they do awareness to bring in more so-called more income to this whole scheme of things. Yes, the thing works, the product works, but however, the environment itself is so positive, it sounded so fake, but this is how it was built. It was a positive environment, and they built in this way that they convince people this is a safe haven, a good place, a place that's no judgment compared to, the society full of negativity and things that revolving around about negatives. For me, I don't really care about the money part of things, but for me, I like the fact they show educational videos, general health, and how you can lose weight, be healthy, which is what I like. I share this to a certain furries in Singapore. Some of them, or most of them, they found it quite scammy, or basically I'm just pushing them with the product. They reported it to higher-ups of the furry community. I was confronted by the host. At the time, I was so-called being so brainwashed by this community of this scheme. I basically have a very strong belief that this will help these furries that's unhealthy, actually need a solution. I just saying that, hey, they need a solution, I just provide them a solution. And of course, the host doesn't want to believe it. And the next thing, he just basically banned me and say that whatever this scheme I'm going for is so-called illegal. Do not trust me because I'm so-called a red flag. And why red flag? Because they're scared that I'll be pushing the products to them and thinking of the fact that I'm earning money through them. Wait, hold up, a bit of the future me here. After I record this video, I actually came across a video that you basically sum up or just explain the full picture of how does this work. You can watch this video here. Or you can just the link on the description below, which I'll share you in this video. And let's continue. System built in a way that whoever buys the product, the people down the line or up the line will earn the money. This is how this business is sustained. But of course, the system doesn't work 100% unless there's new people buy the product. And of course, this is not going to be cheap. And whoever buys this, people up there will definitely earn money. This is how it works. Slowly and steadily, my belief towards this so-called company started to degrade. And for the people that brought me over, the uncle and the daughter, I also slowly declined my trust with them and started to think like, hey, isn't this just like the fact that, it's a very scammy place, or basically it's selling a very bombastic idea about that, hey, this will not work in the long term. It will work in a certain time, but it will not work if there's no circulation or basically new people buy this thing, right? It all came sense to me, and last year I decided to quit after 2 long years of just joining this thing. And of course, I also cut ties with them. After I tried to just be a silent person, not gonna be talking with them, they told me, hey, we are still friends. However, if we are still friends, you would still contact with me even I started to be so quiet. But after I've been quiet for a long time, they never get back to me again. And most importantly, they say that, hey, follow-up is important, right? So they should have talked to my dad, because my dad is also one of the person that takes the product. They should talk to my dad, to my mom, basically my family, but they never did. So that pretty much sums up the fact that, hey, they're just trying to sustain the fact that, hey, you are so-called the investment on this business or company. They're trying to hold on to it until I get silent, never have any follow-up. Then they started to just basically us on part of their life. 2 years I have been in this company and this whole scheme of things. And there's a good reason why I have been here for the longest time. This place, this platform, this product and everything else, this started off with my dad that actually found out that he had colon cancer stage 4. Without this platform, he would not knew that he actually got colon cancer. This added the belief that this platform helps my dad, and hence he was able to help other people. So how does this make my dad to realize he had colon cancer? He also took the product, basically found out that he had this early on. As me, I didn't know much about health, so in this platform I learned about it a lot with other people's testimonials, with how people are having different health problems when they join. So without this platform, I would not know about this cancer stuff and deep study of health stuff. So there you go. For people that watch my video that basically knew my past self, so you know the reason why I basically just stay here for a longest time and not quitting until my mind breaks out the sense where, hey, this is a scheme that will not be sustainable for a long term, and of course it sounds scammy. So here's the question, do I regret joining this place? Well, yes and no. I regret joining this place because I had to pay for the product for 2 to 3 times and actually put me in debt because I don't earn a lot of money, and I actually, as a tech enthusiast, I spend most of the money on tech stuff, having hobbies on revolving around the tech stuff, and with this product that is costing more than $1,000 for 3 months, this is definitely a large hit on my toll of my finances. And I do not regret I joined because I know that on this platform I learn a lot of these things. In life, there's a lot of things you can practice yourself in terms of managing yourself, managing your mind, which is amazing. I didn't know that you can do a lot of things about yourself, your mind. And this is where I'm here. I am this now. I am with this mindset, with my thoughts, the way I speak. I wouldn't be like this if I was before this, whatever scandal thing was. And fast forward to now, Do I happy about the fact that this whole thing happened? Well, of course not. I love to make friends. I don't feel good about people blocking me for whatever reason. I'm just me, happy, wanted to make friends, chill, but because of the scandal or people assume that I'll be pushing products to them, sometimes I will feel sad, very guilty about doing this, but I always remember that what I've been always thinking. I never thought about the money making as much as I like money, right? These people need help, these people need solution or products to help them get better. My plan, I just want to make sure I can sustain myself, I can travel to people that I want to meet with, especially furries, friends, especially in Europe, US, and make sure that I can live with my family. They are slowly getting old, they need a company. I try to be with them as much as I can, but now my focus was just getting out of debt. Make sure I have sustainable money for myself. During this process, I lost a lot of friends. I lost the people I thought was friends, especially from the Singapore first. Well, pretty much they just X me or basically block me just because what they say, I'm a red flag. Or basically people would distance me just because that they thought that I'm a drama. But what do you mean by drama? First of all, if you'll be friends with me, doesn't mean you're being drama. This is a wrong thinking. This is just pretty much how socials want you to think. Be sure not to be pressurized by social groups, because being friends with the person now, especially me, that change, basically remove myself from that community, doesn't mean you are in the drama like that, right? The friends that understand this analogy and knows that this is like a bull crap thing, they stay, which I'm actually very happy about it. The sad thing is I couldn't be friends with anyone. If I would, I would. But this is social life and there's no way you can be friends with everyone literally, because everyone have their own thoughts, have their own mind, have their own interests, and we cannot please everyone. Knowing me, I try to please the people, especially with this, and myself. So what now? The thing that I can do is just moving on. I'll just do my best to basically make sure I'm the better self. I couldn't basically just please the people that think I'm a red flag, to show them that hey, I'm not the person that you think it is. I will show you by how I interact, hang out and talk to you. Only you can do the judge. And bias is not good in general. So for my words to the people that watched the video, I would like to say thank you that you watched until the end. And hey, I hope this video could change the way you thought, or maybe you can share your thoughts of your experience through this. Like maybe you have a similar approach by other people about similar schemes, whatnot, and maybe you're also being biased by a community that thinks that you are a bad person while you didn't do anything, right? And I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching.